Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie. And we hope everyone is having a great day today. It's a little chilly here today. It's 27 degrees earlier this morning. But me and Calvin didn't let that stop us. We got out and went cruising around anyway. And also I wanted to take time to thank Judy from North Carolina. She must have seen me wrapping my potatoes in paper towels, which it works good for me, but she had another way that she said worked good for her. So she sent me these, they're potato wrappers, I guess is what you call them. And you put your potatoes in them and you put them in your microwave. And so I can't wait to try these out and see if they work better than my paper towel. So thank you, Judy.
You've been using paper towels forever, haven't you, Murray?
Ever since I heard that cling wrap and different things like that was not good to cook in your microwave. So anyway, thank you, Judy, so much for it. And me and Calvin, we love baked potatoes, and when Calvin was sick, that's what he ate a lot of. Calvin, do you still like baked potatoes?
I still like baked potatoes. I'm not eating one every day like I was. But,
Yeah,
I was eating one a day when I was real sick.
Yeah, and it was working for you, wasn't it?
It helped, Jane. Something we did this last week, because we love potatoes. Yeah. We made some homemade French fried potatoes.
Oh, yes, and those were so good. They reminded me of, let's see, where was those real skinny French fries that we used to eat when we went off?
I'm not sure what.
I believe it was the Crystal.
Oh yeah, you did say that they reminded you of the Crystals from years ago.
Yeah, but these had the peelings on them, and they were really good.
Yeah, I was surprised at how good they turned out.
We cooked them in the air fryer, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And we've never tried that before. We used your slicing machine and sliced them up.
We put garlic powder on them and Parmesan cheese and olive oil, and you could also put vegetable oil of whatever kind you wanted to. But they were delicious.
We had them, did we have them twice or 3 times?
I think we did. We had them 2 times, which that was probably one time too many since.
Well, Marie had said last week, just talking about going to McDonald's getting greasy French fries.
Yeah.
And so I just happened to be looking at Facebook, and I seen a picture of some homemade French fries. So I looked at how they done it, and I said, well, hey, we can do that. So we did it, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah, they were good that way.
We, last week, on Saturday of last week, after we did our Sunday chat, we took off and went down and visited with Kim and Addison, and took her stew to her. And she really enjoyed that, didn't she?
She does enjoy her kitchen helper, I think that's what you call it. And
right.
She loves helping cook in the kitchen, and you know she likes playing mostly. But and if there's a certain food that she likes, like strawberries or something like that, she'll eat that more than she'll help. But she likes being up there where she sees what's going on, don't she?
That's right. One of our viewers mentioned, she said she needed her one of those kitchen helpers. But I don't know if you can see it behind me or not, but let me move out of the way. But if you can see right there, that is Marie's stool, and she uses that when she has to get up in the top cabinets.
Yeah.
And we normally always move that out of the view of the camera.
Yeah.
But today we left it in the view so we could show it to you. But that is the Costco brand. It does have 3 steps, and it's actually very sturdy.
Yeah.
I've used it many times myself, and if it'll hold my big weight, you know it'll hold anybody.
And Calvin, when he was sick, you know, he wasn't able to reach up and get the things that I needed, and so it's really come in handy. Usually Calvin's in the kitchen, and I'll say, Calvin, get me that, and he'll get it. But this has really been helpful. I guess you can call that my kitchen helper.
You've had that for probably a couple of years, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
The one we had before that was one of the little smaller aluminum ones,
Yeah.
and they're very flimsy and dangerous. I wouldn't want to use one of those, especially since we've got older.
Yeah, I'm not even supposed to get up on one, but I do.
Yeah, but that one's very sturdy, and so we like using it.
Yeah.
Also, I believe it might have been Tuesday of last week. It was raining all day.
Yeah.
And so both of us were feeling pretty good. So I suggested, why don't we go get our oil changed in the car and do a little shopping while we were out.
And naturally I said, let's go.
That worked out pretty good for us, didn't it, really?
Yeah. While he fooled with the car, I went shopping. And I enjoyed myself.
And let's see now. Last week we did do 4 videos total, if you count our Sunday chat video. And on our Sunday chat video, we talked about me feeling better.
Yeah.
And I do feel better.
But you have your good days and bad days still, and in fact today, that's kind of how it's been going.
That's exactly right. Today is a bad day. I may look like I feel pretty good right this minute, but to be truthful and honest with you, we got up this morning, we went to Bojangles, we had breakfast.
That's what we generally do on the days that we film. We don't mess the kitchen up. We'll go and get some breakfast, and we usually don't go in and eat, but we ate in our car like we usually do, and we have been doing for a long time.
Yeah.
But we still try to, not get close to a lot of people because
We definitely avoid people as much as possible.
Because of Calvin having immunotherapy.
But so after Bojangles, we went to Kroger's, and we did go inside. We had to pick up some drinks that we needed.
We tried to stay away from people.
But the time we got through doing that and we got back home, I was completely wore out.
Yeah.
And that hadn't been what's happening, for the last week or two. I've been having a little energy and everything, but for some reason yesterday I wanted to sleep all day, and today I'm just tired and I feel like I could go in there and take a nap right now.
Yeah, and I told Calvin that that's exactly when I was taking chemotherapy and radiation and everything. I did that, and I did it for quite a while, so it was natural for me. So.
Yeah, well, it's I'm not complaining, because trust me, I am just happy to be alive.
Yes.
And I'm not complaining at all, and I thank God that I am still here.
Yeah.
But I will be happy when I do get to the point that I feel good all day, basically every day.
Yeah, and that takes a little while. It took me a little while, and I'm not the person that I used to be, but I'm better than I was. So I hope you get to being better than you are.
I think I will. Like I said, for the last 2 weeks, I've been having a lot of good days.
Yeah.
And eating, I hate to say this, it's a little embarrassing, but I've been eating so good, and I have gained, I believe the number was 4.8 pounds is what I have gained since my lowest weight.
Well,
and so to me, that's good.
Yeah.
That means that I'm eating more than what my body's using, so that's good. The second video that we did last week was the video. It was like a vlog where we went driving, and we went to the creek, and we went down and seen Kim and Addison, took her kitchen helper stew, and then we went to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed that little trip. The video turned out pretty good. We've got a couple of changes that we're going to need to make on our videos when we're driving, and I am working on those right now.
And also I got some bathroom cleaners when I was at the Dollar Tree last week, and I said that I'd come back and tell how I liked them, and they were okay. You know, they did the trick, and there was some a little fragrance after I used them, but it wasn't real strong or anything. But it was more like a floral fragrance, and it did. I think it did work. But if you're used to using these Mrs. Meyer cleaners and different things like that, that might not be the cleaners for y'all, but it worked good for me, and I was okay with it.
The one that you used in the bathroom recently, I guess it was the shower cleaner.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it was, but I liked the way it smelled.
Yeah.
It had a real good smell to it.
Yeah.
And if for nothing else, if you just clean with that for the good smell, it's nice.
Yeah. But I don't know about the sanitation part, you know, so you might want to use an antibacterial cleanser, you know, also, but I didn't read that part on it, so I didn't have my glasses with it, so I don't know if it did that or not.
Okay. The third video that we did last week was the apple spice dump cake, or you could call it apple crisp.
Oh, yeah.
And Marie, when you were going to make it, I was thinking, why are you making a 9 by 13? Because that's going to be a lot to have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
After she made it, I said, Marie, why didn't you make more? That was so delicious.
Yeah,
And
it was really good.
You put it in a bowl with 1 scoop of that vanilla ice cream. We were using vanilla ice cream that came from Piggly Wiggly's. And that was some of the best tasting vanilla ice cream.
And if you wanted to make that dessert, you can make it with just 1 can of apple pie filling in probably a 4x4 dish.
8 by 8?
Or, I don't know.
8 by 8.
Okay, 8 by 8. And you could use a smaller dish, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then you could put your apple pie filling in. I sprayed my pan first, and then I put my apple pie filling in it. Then I put you could put half of your apple spice cake mix on top of it, and just half of it.
Yeah, just make half.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking at first. Why don't you just make half? But I'm glad she made the whole thing, because it was...
Yeah, it calls for a stick of butter too, so, you know, you would just put half of the butter in it and mix it up into crumbles before you put it over the top of your apples.
Okay. Okay, and then like I said, it was tremendously delicious. I loved it.
Yeah, and you could go on and make it using fresh apples and all of that, but if you want to do it the fast and easy way, I just used a can of apples.
Yeah.
So apple pie filling is what I used.
Okay, then the next video we did, which was the one that posted Friday night, that video was the one where we had video problems, and I know exactly what happened as I was setting up the camera equipment. I normally always set the focus first. Well, on this particular day, I turned on the microphones and I asked Marie to go ahead and do an audio check, and so she did, and I flipped the camera and checked it, and I seen that the sound was working fine. And I had on my mind that as soon as I checked the sound, I'd go back and do the audio or the video.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what I normally do, because I normally do video first, then audio. I forgot to go back and focus the video. So the entire video, using the camera that we're using right now that's pointing straight at us, the entire video was out of focus. And we thought we was going to throw that video away.
Yeah.
But I got to thinking about it, and I come up with an idea for how I could do it. And so I used the first about 1 minute of Marie doing the introduction. Then I went to the other camera that's right up here that shoots down, and I used the whole rest of the video showing that, because it was crystal clear. And then at the very end, when she did taste test, I went back to the blurry camera. And so I did it and got it edited, and I sort of liked the way it looked. But I told Marie, I said, I just don't want to post something that I'm not proud of 100%. And so we had on our mind we're just going to throw it away, forget about it, not have video for Friday night. Well, we're sitting there talking about it, and we got our TV on, and one of the YouTube channels that we watch basically every day. We watch them. They're a very big channel, and they're on, and all of a sudden it's like God put this here for me to see. And he starts talking about he is having problems. For some reason his camera messed up and they lost sound on almost their entire video. So he had to go back and do like a voiceover to try to, finish the video out. But he made the statement, he said, we put a video out every day. And he said, the show must go on, so we're going to use what we got. And when he said that, I looked over at Maria, and she looked at me at the very same time, just like we do all the time. And we said, so that's like God's telling us to go ahead and use that video we have, and let's use it and be proud of it.
Yeah.
So we did go ahead and decide to post that on Friday night, and I see that quite a few of you watched the video, and we got a lot of good comments on it, so I appreciate everybody that did comment on it. A lot of people say it didn't look bad to them, but it's very blurry at the beginning and blurry at the end.
I told Kevin I thought it was blurry, but he thinks it's very blurry. But anyway, so the recipe was really good. We really enjoyed it, and we ate it several days last week, and we really enjoyed it.
I had that for lunch. That was I love pasta meals for lunch, and that turned out perfect for that.
And if you're just wanting to make a Valentine's dinner for your sweetheart or loved one or whatever, that would be a good one too. It was really good. It was as good to me as anything that I get at the Olive Garden. So
when we were at the store the other day, and as we were shopping and we went by the section where all the Valentine's stuff is, I spotted the little Valentine's bears that the Walmart sells. Yeah. And I usually get Maria a bear every year. And but the ones that they had just didn't look that pretty to me this year. Yeah. And I said, I'm not going to get one right now. I said, we'll go to a different Walmart and see if theirs look any different or anything. Yeah. But when we came home, I looked at the one that I had got her last year for 2022, and it was just so beautiful. And I said, Maria, why, do they have these ugly ones this year compared to the ones they had last year? And so,
the answer.
But anyway, I'm glad I didn't buy one of the ones that I didn't think was all that pretty. But you mentioned Valentine's, I had to talk about that. Okay, because I was a little bit tired and sleepy all day yesterday, one of the reasons that I'm having problems with my sleep is at nighttime I'm staying awake almost all night long. Yeah. Just can't go to sleep, and then during daytime I'm wanting to sleep all day. Yeah. So hopefully that's going to get worked out.
That was the exact same way I was when I was going through all of it, and so I told Kevin it was typical. I did the same thing.
So anyway, for right this minute, I'm about to lose my voice. Let me get a drink. Talk a minute, Ray.
Well, I was just going to say that if y'all hadn't made that toast and creamy pasta, if y'all make it, I think you'll like it. Some of you may not like it, but me and Calvin, we really enjoyed it.
I did definitely enjoy it. Okay. So what I was going to say is we have not got a video already made for Monday or Tuesday night, but we will come up with something that we can do, and Monday we'll make the meal and record it, and we'll try to post the video on Tuesday night. Yeah. And so that'll be our plan. And hopefully I'll feel good Monday. Monday's the day I gotta go get my immunotherapy.
Oh, yeah.
And so we better make sure we do it Monday morning, nice and early, can't we? Before I go do that. Yeah. But I would think that that's about all we have to talk about this week. Hopefully this video's not running too long. Marie said that we need to start writing down every single thing we do during the week. Yeah. because it's hard to remember everything we do, isn't it?
It is from,
And we just sat down here real quick and made a couple of notes just so we could, talk about a few of the things that we remembered. For some reason, when you reach, I don't know if it's this age or if it's what you and I both have been through, but you'll be talking about something and you'll go to say a word and you can't remember what that word was to save your life. And I got to where I do that more and more often. And I don't know, I guess it's just my age.
I don't know if it is or not because I know some of the younger YouTubers do it too. So I think it's just human nature.
Okay, well that's all I've got for now. I will say this, we've had quite a few new subscribers recently. We appreciate each and every one of you. And because of that, I didn't want to post that video that was blurry because I said, we'll have all these new people, they'll be going up there and unsubscribing and they'll leave us. But we appreciate every one of you. Thank you for hanging in there with us. I did notice I was doing some review on what, last year, Marie, and I noticed that we went for a good 6 months without any new videos, except for just a little Sunday chat or something. And so many of our viewers stayed with us.
Thank y'all.
And they just, as soon as we started making videos again, they're right there. They comment on every video, and they're just so sweet and kind. And we truly love each and every one of you.
Yeah.
And I say that with all sincerity.
Yes.
And so, thank you very much. Okay, and all we ask of you is we just appreciate you watching. Keep watching our videos, and if you feel like it, leave a comment and give us a thumbs up, because that's what makes our channel do good. Is the thumbs up and the comments helps YouTube to see that people like it, and they'll recommend it to more people.
Yeah.
So that's what's important. Okay, that's all I've got for today. Like I said, this is Saturday. We've already been out all morning long. And most likely after this, I'll probably take a little nap here in a little bit. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but I am sleepy.
And y'all, we appreciate your prayers, and we'll be praying for you. And we hope everyone is having, like I said, a great weekend. And Kevin, did you have anything else to say?
I've already said enough, and my mind's wandering right now, so you can close it out.
Okay, so we will close this video out now, and so y'all do what you love and love what you do, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Happiness and good thoughts and love. You made a batch of oatmeal raisin cookies, but we didn't do a video on it.
And banana bread this week, and I didn't do a video on.
You look pretty. Okay. I'm going to put this right about that.
Okay.
Turn it this way, and that way it picks us. Okay, Ray, big smile. Ray and I, we've really been having a busy week this last week and got quite a few things to talk about, don't we, Ray?
Yeah, I guess. If you call shopping and relaxing. But it was really rainy last week, so we didn't do that much, did we?
Not really. You want to start? I thought we did okay. Oh, Lord. I was trying to get to the closing out part, and my mind just couldn't figure out where to go. So thank you for helping me through that, okay, Mary?
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here